Alright, so Apex Legends. I play it a lot. I have several action figures over on my desk somewhere. I have a Bloodhound Funko Pop. I like Apex. It's a fun game for me. Some days it's really annoying. But with the new season coming out, the new season came out. The new season came out, and it's fun. I like it. The season's fun. The map is huge, but it adds new shit. It's fun. It's a new season in a battle royale game. Well, I saw a meme today, and that's why I'm making this video. And one of them was a comment EA made about they want to sustain Apex and kind of keep it as their not flagship game, but they want to keep it up for, I think the quote was like 10 years or something, and someone did a mock-up of what the Legend screen looked like. Now, a Battle Royale game staying around for 10 years. That would be impressive. It would be really cool if Apex were like the first Battle Royale that, you know, your fucking grandkids are playing, like, I remember Season 0! And Grandpa fucking dies. But, it's at least gonna stay for a while. I give it, you know, another 3-4 years before it starts, you know, people start losing interest. But whatever. But I came up with a little idea, because also I really want more support characters and stealth legends. And Respawn's like, yes, we hear your feedback. Here's another. Here's Wraith 2, Electric Boogaloo, or here is a Seer. Here's Seer. Who likes pinball, by the way. I don't know if you know one of his intro quips, because you can't hear the sound of his fucking drums. One of his quotes is, like, I embrace or I enjoy art and pinball. I love pinball, and I thought that was just a fun quote to share. But I was thinking, well, what if instead of adding legends, adding new ones, and instead of completely reworking others, what if they made a perk system, kind of like a star card system, or different variants of the legends? Not a completely new one, but you could have, like in Battlefield 5, you have the option to play as the combat medic or the field medic. And one of them, they give you different things you can do. So, let's say, with the Battlefield 5, with the field medic, you get more points, I think, for supplying teammates and healing teammates, and you can run faster when you say you're incoming to somebody who's down on the ground. Or with the combat medic, I think you run faster at lower health, and you heal fast. I don't remember, I don't play combat medic, I play field medic. But, kind of like that. And I was thinking, like, for each legend, what they could get. Maybe, like, 3 star cards each for now. 3 variants of each legend. Because I would thoroughly enjoy having, you know, like, a Revenant that lives up to the synthetic nightmare name. Like, we'll get to Revenant in a bit. I want to go through all the legends and give them at least 3 variants of what I was thinking. So, we'll go ahead and we'll start with Bloodhound. I like Bloodhound. You see, I've got a Bloodhound Funko Pop, because that's the only one I could find. So Bloodhound is a very good starting legend. You're a kit, you can scan the useless things to figure out where the next ring is. You can scan, which emits like a cone that reveals enemies to you and your teammates for a few seconds. And your ultimate is, I am Blood Hunter, and you scream, and your eyes light up, and you run faster. You see everything in black and white, you can scan much faster, and downs extend the duration. I think Bloodhound is one of the best legends. You can use them in whatever scenario you'd like. So, but how could you change their kit? You know, without being too overpowered and too, like, you know, completely changing how they work, how you play them. Well, here's what I was thinking. I've played Titanfall 2. If you've played Apex, you've probably played Titanfall 2. If you haven't played Titanfall 2, download it and play the campaign, or play some multiplayer. Don't do it if you're on PC, because PC is riddled with hackers and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure console version stuff. I uninstalled it a while ago because I stopped playing. But what I was thinking for Bloodhound, what you could do is give them the scan pulse knife, the knife you throw, and in a 360-degree radius, it tells you where enemies are around you, highlights them for you. Now here's the thing, it can't be as strong as it was in Titanfall 2, because Titanfall 2 is a first-person shooter, you know, team deathmatch, attrition, multiple lives. It's not a battle royale. That much information, almost, not constantly, but every, 30 seconds? That's a lot of information. So maybe bring up to 45 seconds for the cooldown, but you throw down a knife, and in that area it will reveal enemies for a bit. It won't hit them with anything else, it'll just reveal them. And that's one star card. Another star card that I think you can do, I'm going to call them star cards from fucking Battlefront 2, but you can call them perks, you can call them, mods, whatever. The other one would be for the ultimate. You don't scream when you do it. It's more of a silent. You scream, and your footsteps are almost completely silent, but kills don't extend the duration, or maybe you don't run as fast, or maybe you can't scan as much. But so you can be a more, you want to get that ultimate. When you get that ultimate, you can sneak up on people and ambush them there. Now, I don't think you should be able to run multiple at the same time, because I feel like that would be extremely overpowered. But maybe you could, because when we get to Mirage, you'll see what I mean. Because I have a really good idea for Mirage. I think it would add some something bombastic to his kit, but we'll get there when we get there. But for Bloodhunter, I think that'd be pretty cool for them to have almost a silent ultimate, but with some kind of drawback. Because when you add something strong, you have to add something to counterbalance it. Otherwise, everyone's gonna want to play that legend. And for their third star card, what I was kind of thinking is it would be essentially just crypto. Would be maybe like you have a Raven that you can send out. Oh wait, that'd be kind of cool. Instead of and then you can control it like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which sucked, by the way. As a solo game, it was great. As an Assassin's Creed entry, it wasn't good. That's my opinion. If you like it, good job, good for you. But maybe you have a Raven that you send out. Maybe give like a minute cooldown, but it'll go around an area and it won't highlight enemies exactly, but it'll tell you that there are enemies in that area or something like that. Like kind of like a recon. Bloodhunter's a tracker. They're one of the best trackers in the Outlands. So maybe clues pop up more frequently or stay down longer. Stuff like that. Stuff that'll spice up their kit, make them a little bit more, make them different. Next up is Lifeline, and if you played before last season, you remember the res shield, right? Well, what if with the res shield for one of her star cards would be, so the res shield comes back, but here's what happens. It's your Evo shield. So essentially, it takes your Evo shield out. It takes a second to apply instead of the classic, we're not hit the button and they're up. It takes a second, maybe a little animation where the drone pops up and hooks into you real quick, and it siphons your Evo shield into a shield that you can both hide behind. You need to recharge your shield. That maybe takes half your shield or something. So you still need to recharge your shield, but you can put down that knockdown shield again. But people can still break it down. It's not an invincible shield. It's something someone can break down, and it can be used in clutch situations, but it also weakens you, so you have to plan around. Alright, let's say I have a blue Evo shield. It's going to take half my Evo, or 2 bars of it. Now, I'll be down to 1 shield left, but I can get my teammate up with some cover, and especially if I have that gold backpack, that'll pay off in the end. I'm basically trading my shield for their shield. But if instead of just your lifelines, it's here you go. We're baiting third party. We're gonna get you up in the middle of the fight as bait for a second so I can heal. Instead, it might actually provide some use and make lifeline combat more viable. For another, her care package drops faster, or maybe her ultimate recharges something. I don't know. Her ultimate sucks. I think we all can agree that Lifeline's ultimate sucks. But that's just my thing. But maybe the care package will drop faster. It has a 15% faster drop rate, and the the loot's not going to be as good, but you can call it in more often. The cooldown, the cooldown on the care package is halved or something. And it drops faster, but doesn't really guarantee a lot. It doesn't give you a lot of really good upgrades for a little bit. But you can keep calling it in, faster than you normally would be able to. And for the third one, what I was thinking was you can overcharge the drone, right? Where if you give it a Phoenix kit or something, you can put whatever heals you have into the drone, and it will heal your teammates for that. So Lifeline's drone, instead of just for health, it also can do shield too, but it takes a little bit longer. If you're using a Phoenix kit, it would take the full time, or if you're using a shield battery, it it would dissipate between the whole squad. So if it's just you and you load up that Phoenix kit, maybe like halves the time the Phoenix kit and applies it to you if you're like solo. That is a little strong. That's very strong. A little strong. That's very strong. But if you're like a 1 versus like 2 or 3 people, you know, it's, and not to mention they could hook up to it and steal some of that Phoenix kit. So like you charge it with Phoenix kit or shield batteries, and it will give your teammates those for the, you know, as much as it can dissipate. But you get what I'm saying. It's just to add some more variety. I think these could be pretty interesting concepts if we went to the game. I might actually need to add another clip to this because I'm going to run out of time just before I talk about it. But those are 2 out of the how many legends, I don't know. We'll skip over some I don't know that, but I know for Bangalore, again, if you play Titanfall 2, you know the electric smoke. So one of them would be electric smoke. It doesn't deal half as much damage as it did in Titanfall 2, but it still deals damage and encourages, you know, and discourages people from going into it, you know? But fuck, I lost where I was in my sentence. Alright, yeah, Bangalore. Yeah, sorry, I skipped a few legend, I don't know why. But Bangalore. So she could, you know, opt for electric smoke. Or the buff everyone wants, like shadow smoke or whatever, where in short, the smoke, you know, you can't get scanned in it. So you can heal up, hide in it, and, you know, you're not just sitting there as Seer and Bloodhound, you know, are staring right at you because they know exactly where you are. And, you know, maybe like the third is maybe the ultimate, like her ultimate, instead of like dropping in straight lines, it drops kind of like in a circle for me. Not circle, but like in rounded. Instead of straight lines, they're rounded. So it covers. So it's more of a ring of death outwards instead of just the straight lines. Or maybe it deals less damage, but more rockets drop, extending, or something like that. But like maybe 2 to change your tactical, and then 1 to change your ultimate. So it's not like you have to memorize 13 different ways of counterplay. Sorry. Let me find out who's next on the list after Lifeline, because I skipped. Alright, of course, I skipped over Gibby, but Gibby, or Gibby, I call it's Gibby because, you know, fucking Gibby for my Carly, but whatever. Gibby is kind of hard, because I think we all can agree, Gibby is very strong, if not overpowered, but I think he's pretty overpowered. But maybe what you could do is, I don't know what to do for Gibby, because I feel like he's in a very good spot. But I'm trying. How could you change Gibby's kit? That's something. If you guys have any suggestions, that'd be cool to hear. Again, for any of them, really. If you guys have any suggestions, you know, just let me know. But maybe his ultimate drops like Bangalore's instead of the in you know the area it drops in the lines. Doesn't do what Bangalore's does, where it stops and waits to explode. They still explode on impact, but they still, you know, like it goes in the line instead of just going all around you. Maybe the gun shield goes away. Oh no, maybe his dome of protection has a health bar, right? It has a certain amount of health. Not like, you know, 2 shots worth, but maybe a few clips or something. And you can destroy it, shoot it down, and get rid of it. But while you're inside of it, he fast reses and, you know, maybe definitely not the healing stacks, but maybe you could do that. Have fast res, or have, you know, faster healing items with, you know, the drawback being that people can shoot down your dome now, and you know, it will not hold up against your entire ultimate. So you have to kind of play around that. How are you going to use your ultimate? How are you going to really change your character for, you know, the sake of being more of a team player? Because let's be honest, the only team play legend there really is, besides Gibby, is Lifeline. Loba should not count as support, because we all know Loba mains just steal the best shit for themselves and leave us the scraps. Loba mains. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for Gibby. I didn't really think a lot about Gibby. I honestly forgot Gibby existed. Next up, everyone's favorite Marvin, Pathfinder. I find incredibly annoying. I want to punch Pathfinder's fucking eyeball out. But I'm not sure. Again, I'm not really sure what you could do for Pathfinder to change their kit. Well, his kit, because it's in a pretty decent position, you know. Like, you have your zip lines, but maybe one could be like a faster zip line, where when it comes to using your zip line, you go across it faster, or shit. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't have a script. I thought about maybe 4 legends for this, and I should be able to figure out something. But with Path, maybe you go across your zip line faster, or maybe you can use your tactical more, but it doesn't have as much range, or maybe you take a little bit more damage while you're using it. Maybe some of them bring back low profile for people. As much as it sucks, it might be used to, you know, counterbalance. This probably isn't going to happen in the game. I would love it to happen. I mean, I would find it very interesting to be able to have multiple different legends, have different abilities, but, you know, to each their own. Wraith. Well, I know exactly what to do for Wraith. One star card would be, as soon as you get down, you get sent back to the fucking lobby with a 5-hour DC penalty, because fuck you when you're down, and I managed to clutch the 1v3, and I'm in the middle of fucking reviving you, and you leave. Sorry. But in all seriousness, Wraith is also kind of with Pathfinder. Very good kit, and you can do a lot with Wraith. There's no really one set way to play Wraith. It's, you know, you have portals. Who. But maybe one could be like where it takes her ultimate to kind of be like Ashes. But that's basically just... Wraith and Ash are... It's like Ghostface and Michael Myers from Dead by Daylight. They're essentially the same character. They have the same mechanics, but different. So they're different enough that they're not the same, but they're still... You can make the comparison and really, you know... They're kind of one in the same vein. I almost have time for this. I haven't got through half the legends yet. Oh boy. But yeah, no, I'm just speculating here for these guys. You'll know which ones. I have no idea what I'm doing with. But maybe Wraith could you know have it be more like Ashes. Maybe through the void time you leave less of a trail, but you have a lot less time in the void. The ultimate, maybe it makes you go faster, makes you go slower. Well, oh yeah, there we go. You could maybe make your portals, because portals only have a range of 75 meters. So maybe double that, but you're slower when you're using your your portal. You have more energy, but at the cost of not, you know, moving too fast. But that's what I feel like you could do for Wraith. Should I make this like a part? No, I still have to work on part 2 of What If, but again, I barely have time to... Fuck, my hair's a mess now. To record videos. Alright, Big Gas Daddy, Caustic, one of my favorite legends to play as. Again, in a very good spot. I mean, Caustic's kind of... There's really one way to play as Caustic. You're defensive. But maybe you could have a star card where you can put down more of your traps in one area, or they have like a faster setup time or something like that. Or you could have one where your ultimate does less damage but covers a wider area and blocks the use of healing items in it. Or like with Bangalore's Smoke, it would block scans with the 1-star card. I rushed through there because I had to put another clip in, so I wouldn't just be talking over a black screen and completely having it. When I do that, it gets glitchy for some reason. My PS4 is old, but with Caustic, you know, maybe you can't scan through it, or it covers a wider area but deals less max damage, stuff like that, you know. Next up is Mirage. And Mirage, what I was thinking is you could have more of a blamboozle. Literal blamboozle. So, with your decoys, as long as you have a grenade, you can use one of each type. And let's say it's an arc star. So, you do a little animation where essentially when the enemy shoots the decoy Mirage, right? And shoot him, it'll do a mini explosion. It won't deal half as much damage. It won't, you know, be completely, you know, full arc star. Kind of like Ash's tactical. It'll still give them the stun. It'll still be like they got hit with an actual arc star with the stun and the, you know, flash on the screen. But it'll only deal shield damage, and fuck, I can't speak. And it'll still stun them, but it won't, be like an actual arc star. With a regular grenade, when they get shot, they blow up, knocking people back a small distance, dealing a small amount of damage, and it'll still damage you. And with a thermite, when they get shot, kind of like a mini thermite goes off and leaves like a little puddle or like a little line that doesn't deal half as much damage, doesn't stay up for half as long, but it's still an option. It's add a little bit more bamboozle to the boozle. Or maybe, now this is pretty far out there for this one, but have you be able to switch places with a decoy, or maybe every time a decoy gets shot, your decoy cooldown, which is already fucking low, goes down a decent amount every time a decoy is killed. Killed or shot or whatever, who knows. All just to add some more, right? Every time I say that, it's a fun little drinking game. Every time I say, or just to add some variation, just take a shot. You'll be drunk by the halfway point of this video. Now, Octane is also another one of those legends that's in a good spot. Octane it's one of the simplest legends. You hit button, go fast. That's Octane. You run fast. That's your whole thing. But what I was thinking was for the ultimate change, right? You don't have a jump pad anymore. It takes away your jump pad. But what you can do is you have a box of stims that you can throw down, your teammates can use. They still deal damage. They don't go half. They maybe go about the same, but that's your ultimate. It takes a little bit to recharge. But here's the thing: you leave that box there. Other people can pick it up. You can only pick up one stim. You can't have a lifeline. You're picking up like 3 stims. You get 1 stim from that box. It has maybe like a maximum of like, I don't know. But the point is, everyone gets 1 stim. And you can use that, your teammates can push with you, so you can stop being like, I'm going to solo push a fucking 4 versus 4, 4 squads versus 4 squads, and oh no, I'm down, I'm going to leave immediately. I hate that. But, who knows, maybe like your stim makes you run faster, takes more damage from you, or doesn't take half as much damage, you don't go as far. Or, so, again, fuck, I need to stop saying that. It's just the same thing for every legend. I just keep saying, Feel free to yell at me in the comments, for, like, the 4 of you that watch this video. But I'm kind of hoping more people see this, because I feel like it's a really interesting concept. I might even, like, try and promote this, not promote this, but promote the concept somewhere else. Because I feel like this could be very interesting to see, especially for some legends. I play Mirage a lot. So I'd love to see, load up an arc star and then, there's because then you take your decoys from being, maybe like defensive and less offensive and more into, like, completely offensive. Well, not offensive, like, Mirage is gonna get fucking canceled on Twitter, but, like, assault-wise. Alright, so Watson is another story, because Watson just got buffed, and also Watson's one of those legends I'm not really sure what. Maybe like invisible fences, or like your ultimate no longer accept, like, oh, wait, there you go. Your ultimate will shoot back grenades. It won't shoot back artillery. That just doesn't make fucking sense. But like shooting, like, catching a grenade and like slingshot it back in the direction it came from. Not aimbot locked onto somebody, but in that general direction. Like you throw it from over here, like you're right here. You throw it, it'll land somewhere around here. It sticks to it. They don't really have, like, a set direction. That'd be kind of cool. The ultimate shoots back grenades instead of, and who knows? Because if you use it indoors and they throw a grenade, that actually might bite you in the ass more than it would bite them in the ass. Depends on where you put it down. Because you put it down indoors, that's where Watson's want to stay. And it's just fucking chucking grenades at yourself. So yeah, But then again, that would alter your playstyle, because instead of putting that in buildings, you want to put that more in open fields, and it would kind of become a weapon, especially if you just threw your own grenades at it. That could kind of work. So there you go. There's the trade-off. It shoots grenades back, but if you put it down in buildings, you're fucked. Also, if you're just chucking your grenades, it throws it back in the general direction. Who knows? I sure as hell don't. I didn't plan for Watson's. Now looking back at all the legends we have, there are quite a few that I did not plan for at all. But this is just a little bit of a rant. I've got some time to kill before I have to go in. Fuck. Alright, so for the legends that I don't have anything planned, if you're just going to skip it, this video is already like 30 minutes anyways, 40 minutes again. Let's be honest, who really wants to sit down and listen to me talk for 40 minutes? 5 minutes is more than enough for most people. So, Revenant. This is one I had planned. So, your death totem, right? This is a little bit more selfish, but I feel like it fits Revenant's MO. So your death totem becomes something your teammates can't use anymore. It's just the skull. It doesn't give the whole fucking flash of the modern death totem that you can see from fucking 47,000 meters out. You crush the skull, and you're completely silent. But if you're close to somebody, they'll hear like a little shadow rumbling. You get sent back to the place where you used it. So, like, you know, as soon as I get sent back there, maybe it costs a little more health to use, because it's just a solo push for you. Maybe your teammates can. But I feel like it would add a little bit more to Revenant as a whole synthetic nightmare. Maybe one where when you're crouch walking, you make no sound whatsoever, but you crouch walk. Not incredibly slower, but slightly slower. Like, you're not as fast as you are, but you're completely silent, so you can sneak away from places or sneak up on people. Maybe your silence grenades, instead of just dissipating before they dissipate, they explode. Not dealing a lot of damage, but re-silencing enemies that were too close, or resetting their timer if they run into it again. Or have silence grenades that keep silencing you if you stay near them. Maybe the downside being you could accidentally silence yourself. Or have... Oh, that would be kind of cool. To have, like, one where, as you're climbing, you can, like, kick down doors with your feet and swing in. Like, so, like, the doors here, and you get a little special animation where, like, you, like, kind of wind up and then push through, so you roll in. There's so many things you can do to Revenant to make him fucking terrifying, and I wish they would, because he's kind of... He talks the talk, but when it comes to gameplay, it's just a robot. It's like, even when you see a Revenant in a death totem, it's like, yeah, just don't shoot him, and the totem's back over there somewhere else. Go push up the totem. Instead of like, oh fuck, it's a Nightmare Revenant. Shit, I don't know where it is. Maybe one could be for the death totem, where it doesn't leave a trail back to the totem, but your death protection wears off faster or something, or maybe you have less health. But I think that'd be cool. Add some more nightmare fuel to Revenant's fire, instead of just, you know, yeah, I have all the mean quips, but really I need a lot of legends to be a viable option. Because Revenant by himself is okay, but it's not the greatest. You need some other legends to octane to make him viable. For some reason, everyone fucking loves that. But yeah, I keep pushing back here the control. So for Loba, I'm not entirely sure what to do. I'd love for, like, maybe she can share the locations, but you can also just do that with your comms. I mean, like, hey, I see there's like a purple Evo in this building. You know, or you can ping items, legendary, you know, the items that you see with your passive in like loot boxes, or not loot boxes, fucking supply bins, death boxes in the areas. You can ping them and be like, oh hey, there's that over there. So maybe if your teammates aren't using comms, or like are in a party and they can't hear you, you can just ping it there, and then they'll be able to go and get it. If you know you're not trying to fucking steal it for yourself, because let's be honest, you're playing Loba to steal all the best loot. Maybe one where, you know, your teammates can take items from the vaults, or the like care packages and shit. I think teammates can take them from care packages. I'm not entirely sure. But something like that, to add some more team play to the support character that isn't actually a support character. Rampart is also kind of in the same boat, because, well, not in the same boat, but also maybe one could be, no, because that just makes their fucking camp central. I saw a concept ages ago that'd be like the more you stay in an area with the Rampart, the shields would kind of build themselves a base, which in theory is cool, but in practice is incredibly overpowered, because a camping Rampart's already fucking horrible enough, but to have one that has an entire fucking fortress set up with Sheilas everywhere would suck.
maybe some mods to Sheila. Who I don't really know for Ramp. I don't know why I brought her up either. Let's see here. For Horizon, I don't maybe you have your tactical changes to where you hold it and it'll kind of pull an enemy closer. It won't just be instant suck, but it'll be like you're kind of stuck in the black hole where you can resist it, you can get out of it, but you're getting pulled that way. And while you're doing it, while you're holding it, you're slowed. Or maybe that actually kind of cool. Have like a reverse black hole where you throw it, her ultimate, and instead of sucking everybody in, it just pushes people out. You can like push people off of maps and shit, or it could like completely break up a fight and then pick off the stragglers who are trying to heal. I think that would be really interesting. Holy shit! I can't believe I failed that clutch on that clip. Okay, so for Fuse, you should definitely. I feel like this should have been his passive. Was that you take less damage from grenades because you're the Grenado Tornado, and also he fucking lost like his arm and like, had almost no discernible reaction. It's like, oh, you can have it. Like, the fuck? You just fucking lost your arm. Shouldn't you be screaming in agony? He just throws it at fucking Maggie or something. I don't know. Fuse is fucking something. But maybe have one where you take less damage from grenades. Maybe one where you can carry maybe 3 of a grenade, but you can only carry one type of grenades. Like you can carry 3 arc stars. 2 stacks of 3 arc stars, but you can only carry 1 of every other grenade. Like it doesn't have to be arc star specifically. It just like grenades in general. So like if you pick up 3 thermites first, you get 3 thermites. You drop that thermite, pick up an arc star. If you have 2 arc stars, you have 3 arc stars now. That's just how it works. I feel like that could work. Maybe have his cluster bombs. Maybe just make 1 cluster bomb that doesn't shoot as far, but stays longer, deals more damage. Something like that. Maybe. Oh, that would be kind of cool. So your ultimate, right? The mother load. I saw a concept of this ages ago, and I'm kind of thinking about that now. Where there's an X inside of it, but maybe have it so that instead of a circle formation, it's kind of like the Black Widow symbol. Like, it's the line, then you have like the X. This is a horrible demonstration, but it's like 2 triangles. It's just 2 triangles and they're coming out from each other. That way, they're stuck in the. It's just a circle with extra steps. Really, it doesn't seem as viable. It would require you to aim more. That sucks. It's a horrible idea. Valkyrie, I hate Valkyrie. She's one of the most annoying characters in the game. Cooler kit though, and the daughter of Viper, but God, she just is annoying. At least to me. I personally think she's one of the more annoying characters, but her character doesn't fucking matter. It's the gameplay. Maybe. Well, one that I wish would have been her ultimate instead of the Skyward Dive is you move faster. You can like literally fly instead of the I am a fucking blimp. Like you do the what she was doing in the trailer. You fly faster, but you can consume 2 times fuel, and it takes a little bit longer to recover it or something like that. You're faster, or maybe your skyward jump doesn't go as far into the sky, but it's faster than a jump tower. So like jump tower, this one just fucking basically yeets you like a gravity cannon. Yeah, have Valkyrie kind of be able to switch between being a grav cannon and a jump tower, but not the full gravity cannon, because that's just fucking overpowered. That would be stupidly broken. But anyways, something like that. For Seer, I feel like Revenant, Ash, and Pathfinder shouldn't be picked up on the heartbeat sensor because it doesn't make sense. They're robots, but I digress. I'm not really sure what you do with Seer either. And maybe you could see footprints. Maybe enemies leave footprints behind that you can see, kind of like how Bloodhound does, but like actual like indents in the ground and whatnot. Don't really know what to do with Seer. And same with Ash. Ash just came out. I'm not really sure. I haven't played her enough to figure out how to fucking play her in the first place, because I didn't really play Wraith either. You can tell what legend I really don't know. What legends I don't really play.
But for Ash, I don't really know what to do for her. Because she just came out, and, you know, I don't know how to play her at all, and I haven't really played her much either. So, I don't know what to do. But I probably should have thought this out more, maybe tried to write a script, but I'm being perfectly honest, I'm on borrowed time the way it is. And I gotta try to finish this video soon, because I got shit I have to do. Hooray, adult life. It's fun. Those are my cosplay wings at the back of my room. I have no room to put them anywhere, so my closet has to stay open. But yeah, so this is the concept that I came up with. I think I'm the first one to kind of pitch it toward people. Probably, let's be honest, it's no idea is an original idea. I'm not going to be like, oh, this is my completely original idea, because people probably thought about this for a while. But I kind of want to bring it to the limelight. Maybe bring it to the limelight. Maybe bring it to like 2 people. Is that a fucking scratch on my TV? Holy shit. But yeah, no, I just hope that you guys find this interesting and, you know, kind of cool. I will try to work on the part 2 for my what if video, if anyone actually gives a shit. I wouldn't make this a 2-part video because I'd never finish it. I'd be perfectly honest, I never would. I have the motivation to do it now. I'm gonna do it now. But yeah, this is a cool little concept, I thought. Let me know, guys, what you think. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys, you know, think that'd be too stupidly broken. I'll probably use that the picture. I edited a picture together of what I think the screen would look like. I used PixArt, so it's not very, you know, god tier editing, but it's still something for the thumbnail. And yeah, I'll see you guys sometime in the coming weeks, months, years. Who knows? Who knows? This could even be my last YouTube video ever before I disappear off the platform. But yeah, I'll see you guys sometime in the future.